changing, the sun is fading, I feel the wind is blowing over my face. The moon is no more, and the truth is the new light. The word's been spoken now, I feel the trumpets are blowing. Oh, the word's been spoken now. Yes, I feel the trumpets are blowing, and I can hear the knock, knock, knockings. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I can hear the knock, knock, knockings. Oh, no, 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 no. I can hear the knock, knock, knockings on my bedroom door. Oh, mio, ori, ore, orunya kana. Ori, ore. Adirano riore, orunya kanam, nemayo no riore, orunya kanam. Angoma me amido jomalunga utieno, kamudolil. Karamido jomadenda diro tieno, kaneno mit. Angoma me amido jomalunga utieno, kamudolil mama we. Karamido jomadenda diro tieno, kaneno mit. Oh, niket manaketo anakiang, togi manena kualo podakiang, yawaningano mana yanyo wanakiang, tojuk mana iro podakiang. Oh, niket manaketo anakiang, togi manena kualo podakiang, maningano mana yanyo wanakiang, tojuk mana iro podakiang. Ori ore, orunya kanang, ori ore.
As promised, good vibes, great sound, amazing music right here on Art and Culture Monday, and from none other than Costar Ojwang. Ojwang, how are you doing?
Good.
I feel like tungakuitia Ojwang Mariam. We also have a guy that goes by the same name. But I love your sound. Let's start from there. You're giving us the perfect morning. So karibu sana to Art and Culture Monday. Please say hi. Say hi to our people that are watching you from Kila Mahali.
Hello, people who are watching me from Kila Mahali. How are you?
We are good. Please of course we know unaitwa Ojwang. What do you do? Unafanyanga music na nini ingine? You know, just a good brief intro.
My name is Costar.
Yes.
Costar is Coster.
Yes.
Ojwang is Ojwang. Kama mzee Ojwang.
Yes.
I'm a creative who doubles up as a painter and a musician.
Mm-hmm.
So as a painter, a documentarist. I tell stories.
Mm-hmm.
My stories range from social issues, political, and most people know me as a landscape painter,
Mm-hmm.
Who is a contemporary impressionist. I took it upon myself to celebrate Kenyan landscapes, so I've done my fair bit of inland traveling,
Mm-hmm.
ranging from Kisumu, Rift Valley, Nanyuki, Murang'a, Mombasa, Kitui. So I'm going to these places and documenting them in picture forms and sketches, and then back to the studio, develop them into artworks.
Yes.
As a musician, a storyteller who's trying to bring back lost spirits. So I fuse traditional melodies and songs and words. Some of them are folk songs, and then give them a modern twist to the crowd that I feel is my age mates.
Yes. Amazing. So which one came first, the painting or the music?
I've always had a bit of both aspects to my creativity.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm a typical village boy, so I never really knew I could take that up as a career. I wanted to be a doctor.
Yes.
And then when being a doctor became being a doctor,
Yes.
I jumped on art.
Yeah.
No, music first. I was on TPF. Guys, I didn't make it to the academy though. We went to the final auditions.
Yes.
And then that was too much. I think naturally I'm a very shy human being.
Mm-hmm.
So easy, this is coping mechanism.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I've been learning.
Yes.
Yeah. So
You are doing well, just in case you're wondering.
yeah, I
Yes.
know I'm passing with flying colors.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So when music failed
Yeah.
at the TPF point,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of gave up on it. I gave up a little bit. Then I went to an art school. I learned art for 2.5 years, then moved to Nairobi. I'm not from Nairobi originally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from Migori and then studied in Kisumu, then came to Nairobi. So at that point, I was doing art primarily, nothing else.
Yes.
And then in 2021, Corona pushed time very fast. So 2021, I dropped my first single, like first intentional single, sorry.
Yes.
Oriore. And then Oriore gave birth to the album Tales of the Fisherman.
Yes.
So I feel like being a painter has put me in a space where I can just do whatever I want to do musically without fears of not making it. Because I'm more into telling stories and inspiring people and just making sure that I offer a storage for culture.
Exactly. So I like that. So that gives you room to do music because you love to do music and not exactly with the worry that will I succeed or not. Because of course we are hoping that you do succeed and you are succeeding, but without the fear, that removes the fear factor from being a hindrance of what you are doing. So I like that. Where do you document your work? Let's talk painting kidogo because music is the heart of why we are here. So after you have gone to Muranga, Kiambu, Kisumu, you put these things. Do you have a gallery or how do you?
Right. So I have a camera. I travel with a camera and a sketchbook. I actually came with my sketchbook to the studio here.
Yes.
So I carry my sketchbook literally everywhere, and then I do small sketches. They are not like elaborate, but as a painter, I know that they are the core values of the places that I go to.
Yes.
It's like freezing souls of places. So when I'm back in the studio, I develop them into paintings and completed artworks.
Yes.
And then after that, we do exhibitions. I've done a few. I've exhibited at the museum. I've done a show at the Village Market. I've done a show at the Fairmont. I've done a show in... It's a lot. I've done a show in Cairn. I've done a show in the US, Netherlands, Australia.
Yes.
And where else?
I like that. How is that experience so far? When you were first starting out and just documenting, because you are an artist, you love, like you have said, document the soul of a place. Did you think that it would, go that far and beyond?
Initially, I didn't have like a wide vision. However, I took up art as a protest, and I felt like I had a point to prove.
Yes.
Because my family kind of felt like I failed them because I didn't become the doctor they wanted me to be.
Yes.
So I was like, I have to show you that I can amount to something. That's why I was very consistent and persistent with art, away from passion and loving art.
Yeah.
I just felt like I needed to prove a point. Well, that feeling died afterwards. And then what I've also figured out and discovered with life is that the similar energy you put into something comes back tenfold.
Exactly.
So, hata kama ni kuiba sana utakufa. Yeah, so I did that consistently and persistently.
Yes.
And then art is visual, so people see, as much as they might not be saying things about it, but they see.
Yes.
So if it's good, everybody sees it's good. Then they can follow you up and say, oh, we want to do this exhibition with you. We have this and this going down. Do you want to be part of it? And then slowly you carve your niche and get the people who feel what you're doing. Then they become your religious followers.
Exactly.
And then there's money in that part.
Yes. In terms of art, now that you have done a bit of that, have you been working under a management? Do you get to a point that you felt, okay, I need a team to be able to do this, or you've been working solo?
I've been working alone. When I came to Nairobi, I had the privilege of being offered an incubation space by a guy who was my guardian angel at the point. His name is Eddie Nduma. He gave me a space along Gong Road for a year. And then when I left, I opened my own studio, which was like a tiny 10 by 10 space, 10 by 10 house, a tin house. And then I was there for 2.5 years. Then we moved to now a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Which it's just a studio. Well, it's built to be a 2-bedroom house, but
yes,
it's a studio.
But you've converted it into a
so
studio.
we're using that as a studio space. I was alone, but now we're 2 people, me and my friend artist Bernard. So I've never been under a management. I don't work well around people, like around many people. So I prefer just I can go to spaces for networking and check up on friends, but productively I don't really work that well.
You feel you do better alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
okay.
amount of noise.
Yes, and your work is proof. You know, if you are doing it alone and you're doing it well, then there is really no need, yes, for that. So I appreciate that. Then you went on and you came back to music after TPF and everything that happened. You decided 2021, wacha nirudi huko.
Yeah.
So you came back and you dropped your first song.
Yeah,
How did it fare?
The success I've had, first of all, there's a huge amount of good luck.
Yeah.
To it, and then I feel like my music came at the right time, in the sense that we've leaned towards the West for too long, and now people are seeking things that connect them back to the home. So that's why I feel like that's why we have the rise of musicians like Mutoria, Airo, Shwanjine, Okelo Max, me, Sero.
Yeah.
It's like a new. It's like a modern sound that is happening around, but it's fused with traditional stuff.
Yes.
So most of my age mates, so people like between 40 and 21, vibe to it because it reminds them of their childhood, but then it's not too traditional to a point where they don't understand it. Yeah. So I've had a connection to a studio. My friend opened a studio way back in 2013. So I was like, yule jamaa anakuja hapa anamuimbia hooks kama watu washaimba, wale hawezi imba, I sing those parts.
Yes.
So they would be on people's songs, but I never like sang my own stuff. So it was easy for me to start singing because Oriore was a freestyle initially.
Yes.
It was a freestyle. And then how good it did online, and the kind of people who gravitated towards the sound were people I respected and really, really, really held with the highest regards as musicians. So that in a way was like a validation, you know, that kind of feeling like, shit, I'm doing the right thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so after that I settled on an album.
Exactly, because that was my next question. As I was going through your bio, you know, many artists will do very many singles before even they settle on, now I feel like I can put an album together. They take way too long. So number one, we know it's from the validation of the first song, but why did you decide to take the direction of an album?
Because I needed to introduce myself. Like I told you before,
Yes.
being a painter gave me the power to do whatever I wanted to do.
Yes.
So me, I was just having fun.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of songs and compiled them with a direction that I wanted people to know me for. And then because I was just having fun, the worst that could have happened was that I failed.
Yes.
But I did fail.
But you did not fail.
Yeah.
Okay, is this you telling artists to have some other source of income, like, okay, some other source of support that makes them not just depend solely on their music as they're starting off? Of course, as you go along, you settle, but would you advise an artist to have something by the side that they are doing that is bringing income their way?
Where is my camera?
Yes.
So
that one.
Right, into the camera.
Yes.
So it's easy to be productive and like to make meaningful work sometimes, not all the time, when you're less stressed.
Yes.
And mostly stress ya wasanii ni rent na food.
Yes.
Because we don't go out that much. So please get something you do on the side. It's strenuous though to balance all the two, because as a creative you want that space to be able to be expressive as possible, but you need it for now until you get to a point where you don't need it.
Exactly.
And then you can now focus on that.
Focus on your art, at least when you're starting off.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing. I like that. I want us to jump into a second performance, and I feel like I might be asking for a third and a fourth one. But cha kwanza tuingie kwa hii. Which song do you want to perform for us?
I want to play a collaboration I did with Sero. Sero is an amazing musician.
Yes.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
So she's on the album, my new album, Fueny. Fueny is a Luo word that translates loosely to revelations in the spiritual context.
Yes.
So it's a collective body of so many. We'll talk about that later on. So the song I'm playing is called Nyakachieng.
Yes.
Nyakachieng is forever.
Amazing. Ooh, so right about now, ladies and gentlemen, Costar, Ojwang.
I spent a long time searching for what's mine. I kept wasting my time, but nothing would align. Then I met you, you set my soul on fire. I'm drowning in desire, My heart belongs to you. The way you show me love, how you say my name, my mind is blown away. I wanna be with you. The things you make me feel when you look at me. Boy, you are the one who's gonna calm me down. Sasa mimi nimeamua nitakupenda wewe, umeniteka roho na furahia. Era na mari mama opongo chunya, anaeri nyakachieng. Sasa mimi nimeamua nitakupenda wewe, umeniteka roho na furahia. Era na mari mama opongo chunya, anaeri nyakachieng. Nina mengi ya kusema, nina vitu vya kutenda. Oh, ila muda unanichenga. Jaera pokaneno nyako moromo pimo kodi. The way you show me love, how you say my name, my mind is blown away. I wanna be with you. The things you make me feel when you look at me. Girl, you are the one who's gonna calm me down.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what other type of Monday morning you want to have. If it's not the one right here on Art and Culture Monday with Costar Ojwang, is giving us amazing vibes. Let me just ask Ojwang, now that you have a beautiful sound, is this talent or training, or talent and training?
Miss the training. Mina imba tu, asanteni sana kuenjoy.
Yes.
I'm just singing. This is me in the shower.
Wow. Okay, all right. Sawa. It's talent. He has said it. Amesema, this is him. Singing in the shower. Have you considered training? Like, what do you have to say? What is your opinion on training?
Training is good, because sometimes I feel like I fall short when I'm around people who are trained, and then I start talking terms and whatever, sharp G7 major, whatever, and I'm just like, fine, I know when it sounds nice.
Yes. you have a musical ear.
Yeah, I'll hear, just talk the things. When you start singing, I hear it.
Yes.
Is that, and then, so it's nice not to be as illiterate as I am when they start talking terms.
Yes.
And then, but the twist is, the kind of things I sing about,
yes,
is hard to train, because I'm singing spiritual music from a place that doesn't need training that much. The only point where I think I need training is about performing, like how to control my voice, not to overstretch it, how to breathe, stuff like that. But musically, I don't think how can you train Samido?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Truly, I get your point.
Yeah, so
I do see you.
But training is good. So you don't look stupid in front of people.
But training is good. But there is the place of talent as well. And there's a place of what kind of music you are doing. Okay. Now I think I love your honesty, Costar. I love your honesty in these questions. I want us to go before we move to Fueny, which is the latest album. How did Fueny.
Beautiful.
All right. Thank you. How did Tales of the Fisherman go?
Tales of the Fisherman was good.
Yes.
I didn't really have expectations, so anything that happened, I was like, okay with that.
Anything that happened was a plus.
Yeah. So and then a lot happened, so I was like, oh, okay, this is a lot of pluses. So Tales of the Fisherman did well.
Yes.
As compared to the projects I've seen, because you can only realize it did well when you have a comparing point.
Yeah.
So I was comparing myself to also beginning artists like me in terms of plays and those kind of things. And then my target was, like, I'd love for everybody in Kenya to vibe to my music, but my music grows slowly. They're not trendy songs. They kind of put you in a place where you have to sit down and enjoy the songs. And the way tunakimbizwa na hii economy, not everyone wants to sit down and enjoy
Yes.
songs. They want to be jumpy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but Tales of the Fisherman was good. I'm really grateful. Sorry, to the numbers I've seen and to the feedback people have given me. It's so nice to see, which is very funny that before Fueny, most of my fans were non-Luos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're vibing to the soul, to the spirit of the song.
Now Fueny is more like I'm getting more fans who are Luos now.
Yes.
Because Fueny is more Luo-ish, is traditional. So Tales of the Fisherman was a very good project, guys. Thank you so much.
To start with. You also got a number of collabos in there. I want to know, are you just good at networking? Because you started with, you're not very good with this speaking things, but you seem to be networking very well in the industry, you know, with the who's and people who are really committed and consistent in their music. Where did you get to them?
So I did a collaboration with Octopizzo. I didn't know him. He had and he looked me up.
Yes.
So like I was telling you, there's something about the music I do, not just me alone. There's a few good musicians who do the similar sound.
Yeah.
But there's just something spiritual and powerful when you stick to your roots.
Yes.
And then be smart about it. So, and then there's luck as well. So the way that people like for example, like Octopizzo, I don't know how he found me.
Yeah.
But he reached out.
Yes.
So maybe someone led him to the songs, and then he felt the vibe. And then the younger musicians I've worked with, like the likes of Sero, Kelo Max, Wanjine, Mutoria, Swiga, it's because they are convinced that the song is good enough.
That the song is good enough.
To have them on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So baseline is do good music, stick to what you do well and do it well. So other people will find you.
And then be open-minded, like learn from other people, because you don't know much until you know much.
Yes. So keep learning.
Just keep learning.
Yes, then we got to Fueny, and I want to know how the transition between Tales of the Fisherman and now this second album. What are some of the things that you learned, some of the things you picked from all these collabos that you know that, okay, Fueny is going to be a much better project or an improved project from the very first one?
So I'm Luo.
Yes.
And I have to say this on record. I'm very tribal, and I think tribe is the most beautiful thing we have as Africans. Not the political tribe idea, like having a Kikuyu, Kamba, Kalenjin, Meru, and everybody else.
Yes.
Is so beautiful. There's so much beauty in that diversity. So in Fueny, I decided now to stick to that space, sit on it properly. And then, so when somebody wants to come and work with that, they know what they're getting from me is not what they have, and what they're bringing is not what I have.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the whole intention of doing Fueny. And then, as a young Lu who is in Nairobi, my friends are not in the village. Most of them are here.
Yes.
I want to do songs that reminds them of a place, but connects them to this place.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I did Fueny.
Amazing. That seems like a clear goal, and that is why I think this album is going to be the most amazing one yet. How many songs are in the album?
Fueny has 17 songs.
17.
I'm not very sure how many are collaborations.
Yes.
And how many are not.
Yes.
But roughly, I think there's 7 collaborations or 8. And then the rest are.
Yes, that's a long album. How long did it take to put that together?
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
So you have been working on this album for a whole year.
Yeah. So when I was dropping, I dropped Tales of the Fisherman, and then went back to the studio.
Yes. So when this one was making noise in the streets, you were busy working on other things.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you feel like the year has given you enough time to put each of these songs, like to carefully select, carefully put the sound together, like the timeline it has taken? Do you feel it has been ample to just give the best of each song?
Yeah, I think so. And then the people I worked with were easy, like they're easy professionals.
Yes.
They value what they're doing, they value their time. So when you set time, like we go to the studio at this time, they'll be there. The producers I worked with are professionals. You'll find the studio ready. So you go there with everybody is in the same headspace. Exactly. And the same vibe. So it's easy to like make songs.
Yeah.
And then music is not supposed to be stressful. At least I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think 1 year was enough time.
It was a good time to put it together. Okay, I like that. I want to request for a third performance. I know we talked about 3, but I want to ask you, because surely you have 17 songs. There's no way we are listening to 2 songs from Costar. Yeah, you know, just you keep singing. We might just figure out a way. Yes, I want us to listen to one more song, just because you are amazing vibes. So let's just hear one more. Which one do you want?
So I have a new song now on YouTube.
Yes.
Fueny, the album has 17 tracks, but the first song we dropped on YouTube is a grind song. It's a hustle song.
Yes.
It's called Manyo Pesa. Manyo Pesa inamaanisha si pesa kila mtu anajua. Manyo is kutafuta.
Yes.
So the song is saying nilikuja hapa Nairobi kutafuta do.
Yeah.
Kutafuta do ndio nilileta hapa.
Yeah.
So the things I'm selling sipeani deni. Kuja na pesa.
Kuja na pesa. Kuja tutafute pesa. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Costar Ojwang right about now tukitafuta pesa.
Pesa, asante sana.
All right.
Usiyatamani ya mwenzio, kazi ni kazi, kazi ni kazi, Usijilinganishe na mwenzio, tunza hiyo yako, tunza ulicho nacho, Ubongo nyakalagano laga gigita, jadolo no nena kakuecho, jango madonge tinda chiemo, to banjo loro chalo pikuja, fimbo ya mbali ayuwi nyoka, shika ulicho nacho, jikakamue, jikakamue, fimbo ya mbali ayuwi nyoka, shika ulicho nacho, jikakamue, jikakamue, ay, manyo pesa mano kela Nairobi, manyo pesa mano kela Nairobi, manduma usonge kao gigoi, yeah. Manyo pesa mano kela Nairobi, manyo pesa mano kela Nairobi, manduma usonge kao gigoi. Siogopi kupiga hustle, nazidi toa jasho. I wake up then I grind on a daily. If you owe me money then pay me. Bila hela utabebwa ndogo. Saka hela, saka hela, sabuni ya roho. Asante.
Thank you. That was a bonus, and we have absolutely ni January, so we needed that message. Tutafute pesa tafadhali. Usikae tu hapo. Tutafute pesa. Now we are moving on. So how has the new album been doing since it was released December? When December date?
The album was available for buying on Hustle Sasa.
Yes.
In November on the 24th.
Yes.
And then we launched on the same day.
Yes.
At The Alchemist. And then it was available for streaming in December on the 15th.
On the 15th. So how has it been doing so far?
It's been good. I'm seeing some good numbers online.
Yes.
Surprising.
Yes.
Hugely surprising.
Are those numbers translating into money in your pocket?
Not yet. So you guys need to be like seriously, consistently streaming the songs.
Yes.
And atafta pesa.
We need to be a bit more serious.
Yeah, like more intentional.
Yes.
Nipate do.
Yeah.
So there's been numbers that they're improving. Alafu pia zinanipea motivation.
Yes.
Motisha yani.
Yes.
So nataka kushukuru wase walifanya na mimi wimbo kwa hii album, asanteni sana.
Yes.
Mimi sina lolote la kuoffer. Na mlikuja mkafanya na mimi kazi. So I want to really thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Na kwa mafans wangu asanteni sana kwa kusikiza muziki zangu. Endeleeni kustream, endeni YouTube muwatch Manyo Pesa by Costar Ojwang. Costar is Coster, Ojwang is Ojwang.
ni ile. So please make sure you go and stream and like and subscribe and share. This is the way to help. Yeye akikupatia enjoyment, this is the way you return, you know, your thanks back to him by subscribing, by streaming his music, and just by putting him on the map, because he deserves, and following him. You're going to be giving us your social media handles in a bit, but I want to know plans for 2023 from Costar ni gani?
So the album has 17 songs, yeah?
Yes.
So nimekuwa na kiburi kutoa album, sitoi album tena. You know why? So msingoje mseme hakuna album nyingine. Yeah. So nitakuwa natoa video. The first video dropped this month.
Yes.
We are hoping to do another one soon. One of like the beautiful songs in the album. So nitakuwa natoa video.
Yes.
And then I'm also working with some other musicians on their own project. So if you see me around one of your favorite musicians, msinifukuze, ni kazi imenileta huko na kutafuta pesa, and I hope you enjoy the songs.
Yes. So how are you working with Matters Video?
I'm working with Von Motions. He's so gifted.
Yes.
He's too much. So wanamuziki kama mimi, mpeni kazi.
Yes.
And then kwa page yangu hapo YouTube, you'll see the things he's done. He's very, very gifted, a very serious cinematographer. Mwak na yeye, mpeni kazi. Bivon Keith on Instagram. No, it's Bivon Boya. He changed his name.
Yes.
So find him. Von Motions is the company.
Yes.
It's very good.
So look for Von Motions, like Ojwang has said, it's giving. Ukisikia anataka kutoa video zake huko, it means they have some good work. So go look for Von Motions and wapatie hiyo kazi, ndio hata wao wapate pesa pia. Finally, New Year resolutions. Umepanga moja mbili. Costar, lazima utuambie one thing, patie moja.
Right, so there's a way.
Yes.
I've lived my life in Nairobi with 3 principles. One, humility.
Yes.
2, the value of hard work never changes.
Yes.
And then heshimu Mungu. Muombe bwana, msikae tu hapa. So hizo tatu.
Yes, I am liking.
Nah, they've been working.
Yes.
There's a thing about sport. I played sports for a while. So in like, how many people play basketball? 6, 5? 5.
Yes.
So if the first 5 is working, don't change it. Utapigwa. Football player, when the first 11 is winning, you don't change it.
Exactly.
You start losing.
Yes.
So my first 3 has been working consistently. And I don't think I'm changing anytime soon.
And you are keeping at it. Exactly. If it's working, why change? You change it if it's not working. So I'm looking forward to your videos, to concerts, to live performances, to you performing with other artists.
I have a gig.
Yes?
I'm playing on Thursday.
You are playing on Thursday.
Yeah. So
where?
anyone who's also looking forward to my gigs, I'm playing at the Gecko Cafe in Lavington, off Kingara Road.
Yes.
Kujeni
On Thursday.
Thursday from 7 p.m.
Yes.
to 9:30, 10 there.
Yeah, amazing. Lavington, 7 p.m. to 10:30 to 9:30, 10 around there. You can just listen. Like, you can feel the vibe, and he is in studio. So imagine if you would have to experience him in person. You're going to be loving his music. I want to give you a chance to shout out your people, because I know you have a team. Na watu mnawak na wao na watu wanasikiza nyimbo, just to give them a shout out as we close with the last performance.
Yes, performance.
Yes. Ya mwisho. Costar ya mwisho.
Haya. So, kuna TV nilienda siku shout out watu kidogo waniue.
Yeah.
So I want to send my shout outs to my family members, my sister Lydia, my sister-in-law Jackie, my brothers who never watch TV. Please get them to the TV. David and Daniel. And then to Aflane, Effie, Vera, Teddy, Fabish, Eva, who else? Anybody I've left out, please don't kill me. My mind is blocked now.
Apologies in advance.
Msiniue.
Aya, social media handles ndio tujue tunakufuata wapi, uko wapi?
I'm on Instagram as Costar_music for my music.
Yeah.
And then I'm equally on Instagram as Costar Ojwang. So music Costar_music. Art and everything else is Costar Ojwang.
Yes.
If you happen to be on my art page, don't be scared, it's still me.
Yes.
And then the music page. Then I'm also on Facebook as Costar Ojwang.
Yes.
I'm on Twitter. Let's get Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter as Costar Ojwang.
Amazing. So Costar Ojwang across the board. Ukipata moja, you are likely to be led to the others. Okay? So Costar Ojwang, go like, subscribe, share his work, go to his live performances. Enjoy. This is how to support our very own. Okay? And of course, nunua hizo albums. Kuna merchandise.
Yeah.
Yes. Nunua hiyo merchandise haraka so that we can put these people on the map, because they deserve to be here. Costar, one last performance as we close.
Nagusia tu kidogo msinilaani.
All right.
The times are changing, the sun is fading, I feel the wind is blowing over my face. The wind is blowing, yes now, over my face. I can hear the knock, knock, knockings. I can hear the knock, knock, knockings. Well, I can hear the knock, knock, knockings on my bedroom door. Oh me, oh, Mami ya wija joma luonga otieno kamudhali Kara wija joma denda diro tieno Kanenda mit mama wei O joma luonga otieno kamudhali Kara wija joma denda diro tieno Kanenda mit O ni keth mana ketho mana kia To gimane na kwalo poda kia Nengano mana yanyo wana kia To juk mana iro podakia, oh ni ket mana keto banakia, kimane na kwalo podakia, nengano mana yanyo banakia, to juk mana iro podakia. So can you tell how somebody live their lives? Can you really tell how somebody live their lives? From the stories that you hear, from the stories that they write, from the stories that you hear, from the stories that they write. Oh,
Asanteni sana.
Yes. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Costar Ojwang bringing you amazing vibes on art and culture. Monday, asante sana. Thank you for gracing our studios. It's been a pleasure, an honor, and we are going to like and subscribe and stream and share and buy merchandise and buy albums and songs to just make sure that we have put you there. Yes, and go to Gecko at Lavington on Thursday from 7 p.m. all the way to 9:30, 10 p.m. and enjoy, all right, and enjoy an amazing performance from Costar Ojwang. Right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with our second launch of the day. When we come back, tunafunga pia sisi. See you on the other side of the break.